football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and get in without having to run very far.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Browns 0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Chase Young on.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Browns 14, Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. Connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns.
On play action, Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
J.J. Nelson.
J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Made the tackle.
2nd down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Jarvis Landry, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21, Washington 13.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland 1st.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
19-yard line.
2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Butler complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Play action. Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Intercepted by Washington. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. It'll be Love to try and get the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Washington.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
J.J. Nelson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Haskins will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Washington 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
42-yard line.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
1st down, Mayfield looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Browns on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
3-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
38.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Landry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now is Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no way.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Browns 45, Washington 35.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to roam now. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Mayfield on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on...
Take another